Busayo,
Yeah.
you're welcome to my place.
Welcome to Enugu.
The Prince of Yorubaland. I know Busayo
Yeah.
way back.
That's
Way back.
2014, I guess.
Yeah.
10 years ago. I've seen it.
Yeah.
10 years ago.
And he has so much passion for sports. I don't know. I've not met anybody quite like him. And his passion takes him to different parts of the world, or sometimes he sponsors himself and all that. So we're lucky that you're here, and I'd actually wanted us to do the discussion we had earlier on, but you couldn't make it. So, but we still need to tap one or two things from you. You were in that match on Sunday.
Yeah, Enugu Rangers.
Yes. So, what's your general impression about that match?
I think that's one of the best games we've seen in the Nigerian football, Nigerian Premier Football League this season. The vibe around it, the talking about it, everybody wanted to see that game since about a week ago. And this is an Oriental derby, Rangers taking on Enyimba International. The last time Rangers won the league, they had to defeat Enyimba. Drew them in Aba in the first leg. And a lot of questions were asked, would this be the same thing? Because they drew in Aba, and now Rangers needed to win. They have two young coaches who have seen it all. Fidelis Lechuku, like some people say, Onlokon, it is his turn to win the league. He has been second with MFM, second with Plateau United. Now he's top on the table. And Yema, Olariwaju Yema, who Enyimba are just appointed as the head coach of Enyimba International because of Finidi George getting to sign for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. This is his second game after just coming back from UEFA B license course where he went in Scotland. And that brings a lot of vibe. The special one, the working one, we come talking about Fidelis Lechuku. Yema is our coach. We call him the Swan selected coach. And now he couldn't even come for our game where we had a friendly game with the Indo Rocket in Uyo, where I was in goal. But let's leave that aside. Coming to this game, I knew what the fancy would be around. I knew how that stadium would go down on Sunday because a lot of fans wanted to see the stadium. And for me, yes, the stadium was filled to capacity, but so many things happened that will get sanctions for. You cannot have a 30,000 capacity and you overshoot to about 50,000, because even when I got into the stadium, by the time I was there, I couldn't find a way to come in. From the gate, cars were parked. Everybody was inside the stadium to see that game, and that is a game for the TV. That's a game a lot of people followed into that game. Whatever has happened had happened, but one, the referee decision is the final say. Whoever says the last man, the AR1 on the side was threatened or not, I don't want to believe that, because that is why we have cameras everywhere. That is why we have social media, guys who come to their phone who want to take videos of airplanes, where even the referee might not be seeing the decision, but they will have a clear decision. And you could look at the foul, you could see that there was a pulling. Whether the ball has gotten to the player or not, the guy was inside the 6-yard board. All he just needed to do was to pull the ball in the back of the net, but the ball will actually get to him. So, for me, a right decision made by the center referee of the game and the assistant referee.
All right, so moving forward now, what do you think will be the likely outcomes, the consequences from this fiasco that happened on Sunday?
Both teams will be fined. Rangers will actually get the 3.3 goals. The rule is very clear. If there's any reason for a stoppage of the game, you have 3 minutes for any team who decides to walk out. And I felt from my own angle, Kanu Wanko, you are the chairman of the club, you were seated in the state box. It takes you've played the game. You know the intrigues and entries that comes with a home team winning a game. Now, they were calculating that, the scoreboard showed 100 minutes when that penalty was called, and it was normal duration time. And I can quote, and I know that when the scoreboard started at the start of the 40 minutes of the second half, it was at 49 minutes. So the scoreboard was 4 minutes faster than the referee's watch.
Actual game, okay.
So the referee's watch at the time when they were looking at there should be 90 minutes, the referee's watch was 4 minutes behind, so they played 86 minutes. And by the time it was 90 minutes on the referee, he gave a 7-minute extra time, 8 minutes, I beg your pardon, 8 minutes additional time. So the additional time, which was 8 minutes, shows that the game was still on. The incident happened at the 97th minute. So they still have some seconds to the end of the game. So why stay the walkout? Who ordered the players of Enyimba International to walk out should be sanctioned, 2 years banned from football. I don't know whoever will want to watch this, but you cannot kill such a game. It happened in Europe. Aston has scored goals from crucial points at 99 minutes of a game. So the penalty is a clear penalty. The referee's decision was correct. So whoever asked the player to leave the field should be banned. Rangers will be banned. Why? If it's 30,000 capacity, you don't need to exceed. The rule says there must be at least 500 leftover seats, so that there won't be stampede. People can find their way as you are going out of the field. But yesterday, even on the game, even as to almost the goalpost, people were standing right there. So where even the AR was, some say it was the fans there that shouted on the assistant referee to give the penalty. So all those things is a suspension for Rangers. And I think clubs need to understand this, that a stadium like the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium should have a round perimeter fencing before the track, because there's still some space before the track.
You mean the pitch itself?
Yeah, the track. The track.
Okay.
Should have a perimeter fencing round. I think that's the next step for Rangers. Let them go do that, because if they have done that in Enyimba, something like this had happened some seasons ago, but they got into their head and okay, fine, they went to do a perimeter fencing. You cannot just cross over and run into encroachment. It will not be nice. So I think if they do that, that will have prevented them from the fine. Because when you are going to any fine, how much is even the winner of the league going to get? So you've gotten fine here, you've gotten banned for encroachment and this, and you get some little money of what you are expecting at the end of the season if they eventually win the league. Now, minus that.
So you don't see them winning the league?
Yeah, no, it's their time.
They have 3.
They have currently
points. Are they not?
It's going to be 3 goal, 3 points for Rangers, or even a goal. Maybe the rule might say 1 goal because it was a penalty, 1 goal. And someone wrote, and I said, and I quote said, the person who was going to take the penalty could actually have missed.
Yes.
So Enyimba, I felt at that point too, Enyimba would have played. Whatever happens, you have to end the game, and maybe you will now write your protest. Write whatever happens if it's been taken. We've seen situation at a time the head of Arsenal coach will come out that the decision of VAR didn't go their way against Newcastle. Should Arsenal have killed the referee or walk out of it? It will never happen in London or in anywhere in the EPL, in the La Liga. Everybody will finish the game, even if the referee decision didn't go their way. So I feel Enyimba will not do this in CAF engagement. They've gone to places like Egypt, Ali, Zamalek, Ismaili. They've gone to Raja Casablanca, Wada Athletics. And when you get there, when you go for games there, you are not even threatened there. As you are coming, they will take you, harass you with egg stones, your balls. They will tell you will lodge. That's where they will have a music party, a party all the night that you will not be able to sleep. Those are mental issues that will affect the game. So what has Rangers done for them? These are brothers. This is an oriental derby. That whatever happens, and they were the first, their fans were the first set of people who were throwing things to the field, because the referee waited for them 3 minutes. Guys, let's play. Why will the referee now blow, take the ball to the center spot, and you don't have many fans? Because if war had started yesterday, most of them will get injured. They were the first people throwing stick, and when the Rangers fans who were close to them started retaliating, they ran onto the pitch, we're raising the stick, destroying the pitch panels and everything, which is sad for our game.
Yeah, exactly. The question I wanted to ask you, what does it portend for our game? Can we, in the near future, say that these kind of things will either stop or be curbed?
It can be curbed. It cannot be stopped. We cannot
because
allow.
Football is an emotional.
Yes, and you cannot bring guns into the stadium. So if yesterday there were men of the military around outside the stadium, They were not allowed inside. Police will not carry gun into the stadium. So it's left for the stewards and the police to just manage the situation of things. And one way to curb it is to ensure that you have a high barricade of nets. You can use net, you cannot use iron or whatever, but it's more transparent for them to see those. Then get it at most before you go cross over into the pitch. The referee will have been, or the officials of the stewards will have been there. You saw a guy who ran and dribbled out the stewards and jumped after he jumped into the fans who were close to the stadium. So it can be curbed. And a stiffer sanction can also be going. If your club knows that if you do such of a thing, you have 6 point or 9 point deduction, and immediately you get 9 points, you know where you find yourself in Nigerian league. You go down. So you don't want to do that. And that we've been preaching it, fan education, going every season. The LMC, the league management company working on the job. They've always been preaching it, going to tell them, come tell your fans. Football is emotional. Let the referee do his work. There are some ways that it will happen today. That referee that you want to beat today can go and help you in another game. But if you are beating him and you don't mind those people. And this is always like a cult. They know themselves.
Sure.
So I know that Rangers will get that fine. You can tell them their next 2 games behind closed doors. They will take it. Give us the 3 points. It's at stake. Enyimba too, for this, they'll also be fined. So the 2 parties will be fined and be sanctioned.
Thank you very much.
Then we'll go forward.
Thank you very much. It's been an eye-opener. BUSAYO International, thank you very much for this
Greg
deep insights.
Do good. A lover of Nigeria. I think that's one thing I love about you. So I have this passion for Nigeria, that Nigeria will be good again.
Yeah.
Nigeria will be better. We believe. One thing I've loved is the belief is there. Nigeria will be good. And I'm happy seeing you once again. They call me Oluwa BUSAYO Olowo Kere. That's my real name. And they call me the Ajala Traveler, reporter of Nigeria Sport. I love traveling. I love the job. Some says Eshi Keshi, that he just loved. He's a horse that's not always been tired, that does the work. He just wants to be there and get the work done. It's a pleasure to be on Padugu this season.
God bless you. We wish you success.
By the grace of
more
God.
exploits.
By the grace of God.
And God will replenish your strength,
Amen.
Wisdom,
Amen.
and crown all these your efforts.
Amen.
That you have been putting into our sports industry.
By the grace of God. Thank you very much.
Amen.